Here we go, here we go. 30 base. Check, go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Topper! Get ready!
Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Tannehill. Looking deep here for Dion Lewis. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run, watch the run. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slam, slam.
This is Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. On third down, it's Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Henry. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On the ball. On the ball.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Tannehill on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Ready. 60 or. Check. Let's go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Wood.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ready.
On first down, Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
13 yards. First down, Tennessee.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Titans nothing.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. All day, baby. All day. All day, baby. Hey, look, 48. Look, back. We don't mic the 48 right now. Let's go. I got it. Shin. Watch the shin. Check 31. Check 31.
Hey, exit. Fire.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll buy some time right. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
46.
54.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. from the shotgun, a give to Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Hey, here we go. 54. Mike, 54. Ready?
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Kill. Turn up.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No.
Hey, kill.
Here's Elliott. Stays on his feet. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They come out here in the eye. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
36.
Kill.
Motion. Wide. Get wide. 6.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second and 12, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And an alley to run. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another first and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Tannehill. Going deep for Walker. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Here we go, 46. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I'm scared.
On 2nd down, Elliott a 1st down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Smoke. Ready?
Here's Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. 66 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Switch up, switch up. We're going to 53.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check nine.
They go to Elliott again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Right there in the middle, 55. Better bring it.
Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 15. Check 15. Check your hot read. Check 3. Hey, we're going to 54. Why in? 26.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got him.
Elliott looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Gator. 54.
You're trapped.
Hey, foxtrot.
Watch out. Check Mike, 54.
Tannehill on first down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Watch the curve.
On first down, Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, team 6.
48 Mike. Let's go one more. 48 for Mike. Watch twist.
To the air again, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That's the way.
At the 26-yard line.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Elliott running right. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
54 all day, dog. Hey, alert 3.
Prescott on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies. Hey, echo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
To throw is Tannehill. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
No gain on this defense. No.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, defense, all day.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check 55, Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
30 base. Silva.
On 3rd down, Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.